Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Brock the Collector here, coming back to you with another video. Oh, excuse me, let me get this stuff out of the way. That's another video that I had planned before this one. That will be coming one of these good days. But today, we're going to be talking about the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Groot. So taking a look here, this is the larger, thicker, buff Groot that we had heard in that rumor list that I thought was going to look like a, be like adult Groot with like big, huge adult wings, but apparently not. It's some more of the thicker buff Groot we saw during the holiday special, but with wings here. All of the Guardians, I've noticed, I might have forgotten to say it during the video, but all of the Guardians have come with, like, when it's a Guardians character, like part of the team, they have the new ship, the Bowie, in the background. Another example would be like here with Drex. You can see it back there. But when it's not a Guardian, like Adam Warlock, it's not there. Isn't that interesting? It's a pretty interesting packaging detail. But anyways, there you can see Groot right there, looking huge. Coming back around, you can see we have Groot who stands at a height of about 7 inches and 48 centimeters. This is kind of misleading though, because he's not going to be this tall when he's spread out like this, right? He's going to be taller than that when the legs are together, you'd imagine. 7 inches and 7.48 inches, 19 centimeters, excuse me. But yeah, let's open this guy and let's see how he looks. I finally, yep, okay, boom. See, it's nice to have like a relatively sharp thumbnail, but not like super duper sharp like how y'all saw it in the Guardians video. And this guy, this box is heavy too. I picked this up from Target. It's $49.99 at Target, but I managed to price match it with Amazon and get that going. So if you can do that, then you should. All right, so there we got the figure. So, little warning though, when you guys are unboxing this guy, make sure you check the crevices of the cardboard for all of the accessories, because I really thought that mine hadn't come with any fists or the little baby rocket, but there's like this little teeny tiny accessory bag in the corner of the box, like in one of the holes of the cardboard folds, and that's where it was, so be careful with that. But here we got a pretty huge chonking like figure here. Like, this thing is huge. If you want some size comparison, we got the Deadpool here. Like, I was thinking that this thing was relatively about the same size as a regular Marvel Legends figure, maybe just a bit like, just, you know, thicker, you know what I'm saying? But no, this Groot is big, man. I was thinking it's about the holiday special sized one, because that one is about regular size. Maybe this might be a bit too big proportionally. We all know that Guardians wave has had some strange proportion issues, but I mean, shoot, looking at the figure here, it looks good from the front. We got ourselves some nice, really good textured detail. I love that. That's something that they always do really good on Groots. You can see paint detail coming up. This guy could do it with a little bit of a wash, because you got some of the brown that, you know, catches light a bit too well right there. And then up here on the chest, it looks good, but you can see down here, like, you know, might hit it with some with some of that dull spray. Moving around to the sides here, look, you can see the arms. I wonder if they actually put Vin Diesel into a suit for this. This Groot's got the shoulder thing that we've been seeing with the shoulder pads, the updated shoulder pad technology to have it like that. Again, I will never understand it. I'll never be able to understand it, but as long as they keep doing it, I'm happy with it. The head sculpt though, I don't like. I don't feel like that looks good, because when you take a look at Groot in the movie, like, you can even see some clips of Groot, like that does not look like a good head sculpt. It looks freaky, man. It looks freaky. I was actually thinking, oh man, if I held on to my Cosmic Rewind Groot, I wanted to see a head swap between these two. But no, I do not think that is a good head sculpt, man. It did not look good in the promo pics. It does not look good here. I don't think it looks good from any angle. That's probably one of the, I just don't know. It's not lining up for me, man. That's not looking, ooh-wee. I don't even know how to describe it. Yeah, no, the head sculpt, it's crazy. They usually don't miss on head sculpts, you know, but that one, that's kind of ridiculous. Sorry, let me get you guys coming up here. Moving on to the back, you can see the texture detail. What the hell? Why is his booty so big? Do y'all, wait, oh my gosh, what is going on here? Do y'all, wait, do y'all see this? Yo, okay, one thing I gotta give him credit for, the sculpted detail onto this figure is crazy. But also the costume design is ridiculous. They gave him two little wooden planks for butt cheeks. Do y'all see this? I am dead, bro. Oh my gosh. And that thing is huge too. Like, I'm sitting here surprised. They really gave Groot a whole booty. Wow. Anyways, you can see there's really good texture detail all over this thing. I mean, I'm calling it texturing. It's mainly just sculpting. It's not like little teeny tiny textures as much as it is like grooves in the sculpt, a really nicely translated sculpt. You don't have the paint continuing onto the back, but I mean, you got some of it up here. But I really feel like that's because when it comes to the back, they expect you to have these wings over them. And these are some huge wings. Like, they are not, I'd say they're about, as I said in the reveal video, you have variable wing sizes in the Marvel Legends line, you know, when it comes to characters. You got small wings like the Wasp figures, MCU Wasp, Comic Wasp, Beetle, you know, wings like those that are, you know, relatively small in terms of wingspan. They're more personalized wings. And then you step up a level, and then you got stuff like this. You got stuff like Groot and the Falcon figures, especially Falcon, Captain America, who have like medium to large wings. And then you got like the huge wings like Vulture and Venom and, you know, characters like that. This Groot has some of those more medium-sized wings. It's not the smallest wingspan you'll see. And, you know, the wings on the figure, since the figure is big, it makes the wings look little. But this is actually freaking huge. Like, if you guys... let's take a look at this, bring Deadpool back. Like, look at that. So if I have them side by side, you can see that wingspan there. Take a look at that. That is no joke. But yeah, I like this. And the figure it's pretty posable, man. Like, you can get some good articulation. There's no double joints on this guy because, you know, he's so bulky. Usually they don't like to do that, but you can get some pretty good articulation with him. If I can sort of get like a pose like let's say that he's like reaching for you. All right, yeah, that's good. Yeah, there you go. He has some good ab crunch back, but not really good. Well, I mean, sort of good ab crunch forward. I mean, that's not great, but you can definitely get some poses with this guy. And yeah, bro, this is a big figure, man. But without further ado, let's take a look at some comparisons because this is exciting. Oh, but before we do that, let's take a look at the accessories. So the Groot here comes with the Rocket figure. I'm pretty sure this is Rocket, Baby Rocket. It's pretty nice looking. You can see we got some paint detail towards the tail. And it's just a little teeny tiny raccoon. It's it's about the same size as a Baby Yoda figure. Let me get down a Baby Yoda figure to compare with y'all. Yeah, they're about the same size. Rocket is a bit bigger towards, like, you know, down there, but that's just because of the stance of the pose. But, you know, a little teeny pre-posed statue to go with your figures. It'd be crazy if they actually made him articulated. Oh, if you want to take a look at, here's the Red Guardian action figure. So they're about the same height. Nice little accessories. I like getting little bonus stuff like that. I'm cool with that. Yeah. And the fists have some painted detail on some of them, you know. I feel like this guy could have done with like a nice, like, I don't know, like a green spray, because I mean the way that the green is applied, I don't know, I just think it looks kind of weird. But okay, let's take a look at some size comparisons. Here's your comparison with the other Groot actual figures. I of course have some of those pre-posed statues like you can see on the top of Big Groot's head up there. But I mean, with this comparison, you can see girth goes to our, you know, our Groot we got here, this Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 version. This is the Thor Love and Thunder Teen Groot, which is on the same basic body as the Infinity War one. So, you know, it is basically your Teen Groot stand-in. I feel like none of the browns here are the same. The Build-A-Figure Groot, this is the Toys R Us Evolution version, but there's been 3 different versions of these. You got the Build-A-Figure, you got this version, and you got the Cosmic Rewind set. I personally feel like this version, I like the paint on this version the most. I like how they applied the green. I feel like that's how they should do it. A bit nicer like that. I feel like that looks good. But overall, I mean, these are all pretty good Groot figures. You do the height goes to the large version, the girth goes to this version, but overall mass and everything, I feel like this one is probably the largest. And Teen Groot is just a nice little representation for Groot for those movies. So I do feel like each one adds a little bit something to your collection. It's not like it's just a pick one sort of scenario, because Groot really has had variable looks, even with the little baby Groot up there. But I feel like each one adds something, you know, and I feel like they're all worth having in a sense. Yeah. Man, that is one imposing ass figure, bro. All right, so here we got Groot next to the Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord and the Guardians of the Galaxy Nebula, just so you can sort of see him in the context of the team suits here. Man, the more and more I handle this figure, the more and more I'm starting to like it. Like, I really appreciate this. I wish that the wings had some articulation. You know, those are just wings. They're basic plug-on wings. They plug into the back. They hold onto the back relatively sturdy. Like, it's not like some of the past Falcon wings that are prone to falling off. But, I mean, I like this. And I like the little rocket accessory. I like the fists. I like the hands. I like the options that you get here. You don't get too much. And I wish the head sculpt was just better. Either that or a different one. I don't know. Like, maybe a yelling one would be cool. Because, you know, Groot, it does like to yell. And we have not gotten a yelling Groot head sculpt yet, I don't think. At least with the movie figures. But I like this. I really do like this. I like this figure, man. Yeah, so let's try to toss him up onto the shelf and see how he looks. No need to drag this out. Okay, but real quick, before we do that, I love to just do some random comparisons like these. Even if I don't do a video on the figure, oftentimes I'll just take like one figure from something. If I get a new figure, I'll just take a figure from a completely random place onto the shelf and just put them side by side, because it's crazy to believe that these two action figures, these three action figures, are in the same universe. Isn't that just ridiculous? You have a normal guy, and then you got this huge hulking tree-winged flying monster, and then you got like this sort of tactical ops sort of Punisher style, you know, villain here with these metal gauntlets and everything. Like, it's just crazy that you can have that up onto the same shelf, in my opinion. You got and these are all some relatively good figures, to be fair. Like, I like these. But yeah, okay, there we go. Now let me try to struggle to put them up onto the shelf in some area. Okay, last thing. Here is Groot up onto a flight stand. Let me see if I can. Oh, okay. All right. My bad. Here is Groot up onto a flight stand. Let me see if I can. I'll just have to do that. Hold on. So that's how it sort of looks. If you want to have your huge Groot flying, that's sort of what you got going on there. And let's try to put a little rocket like on his head. I'm pretty sure that he's gonna break this flight stand though. Yeah, that's cool looking. With the context here, like, I'm not really sure whether, okay, so this has got to be the Groot in present time, right? This is not adult Groot back then. Like, this is not like a flashback. But then why does he come with Baby Rocket? I don't know. Maybe that's not Baby Rocket, but for what it's worth, this is cool. This is cool. I like this. Okay, now we'll put it up onto the shelf. All right, so there we go. Obviously, I can't leave them like this. Like, Groot is completely shadowing the Ronin, and the Collector's just barely getting space. But I mean, as I said in the last video, I don't know what to do. I hardly got any space left. So I'm gonna have to try to work this out. See what I can get going on here. You got the Cosmo there. One thing I can say is, though, I wish that they didn't remove, I mean, I'm not sure on how movie accurate the Cosmo suit is, because in the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, he didn't have that silver stripe down there. It was a little bit different, but I wish that he still had the CCCP logo onto him, because I thought that was so funny about Cosmo, how he was a Soviet space dog, and I wish that they still had the CCCP on it. Maybe they can't do it for action figures, I don't know, but who knows. But there you go. There is your deluxe adult Groot, and yeah, this year is going to be a crazy year for movie figures. We started off to a good start, though, I gotta say. I really do like this Guardians wave. I like all the designs we got going on here. I love the matching outfits. Even though we've had some weird proportionality issues, it's been a nice wave to get up onto the shelf. The head sculpts are probably one of the best we've seen out of any wave. And we got our deluxe Groot back there, who is a huge hulking figure, a great Groot figure if you have not managed to add one to your collection. I know that, you know, they go through periods of time where they're really sought after. All the Guardians do. So Let me know y'all's thoughts on that. And I'm excited to see the rest of the stuff we got going on this year. You know, we got a great Disney Plus wave cooking that we've seen leaked pictures of. We got the Multiverse of Madness Wanda just announced soon. That's going to be nice to see next to the Agatha figure and, you know, everything like that. We got Kang the Conqueror finally joining our shelves with a great design costume and everything like that. Updated Ant-Man figures. We got a huge stature figure coming out. So, honestly, if I'm thinking I'm having space issues now, just wait until later. But we got Groot right there. I'll figure out what I can do to have him posed up. Maybe I can sort of put him back there. I don't know. I'm put onto the back foot right now, but it's cool. It's cool. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Let me know what your thoughts on this Groot figure is. I'll give it, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a solid, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I like this 8.5. I'm enjoying it so far. And let's go see that movie soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there. And always remember to be the best. About to go celebrate my birthday tomorrow. And it's going to be hot. So thank you guys. Stay safe. Always remember to be the best. And I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.